Hey guys, me Bannany, and I have some more math tricks that I want to show you guys, because the other 4 videos I tried making, I messed up. So, here we are. First, I'm going to start with some basic, or not exactly basic. By the way, for all of these, you kind of have to know your multiplication facts from like 1 to 12. Basic stuff you learn in like 3rd, 4th grade, sometimes 5th, depending on how long it takes you, but if you don't know them by now, there's a video I have to remember most of them, or you can just practice on your own. But a basic understanding of multiplication from 1 to 12, um, basic sort of things of addition and regrouping, and sometimes how to multiply with negative numbers and positive numbers. Those things also coupled with a understanding of like 2-digit and 3-digit numbers. That's basically it. As long as you know how to do those, you should be fine. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so if you want to multiply two 2-digit numbers, we could do 27 times 36, let's just say. If I wanted to multiply them, I could do it the basic way, the traditional way. 2 times 3 is 6, 600, because think of the 7 as 6 as 2 zeros, and then do 20 times 6 is 120, so on and so forth. 7 times 3 is 21, 7 times 6 is 42, and add it all up in the end. Or just a different way. You can do this. What 7 times 6 is 42. You put a 2 down here and a 4 to regroup. Now you could also do next, for your next step, is do 7 times 3, which is 21, plus 2 times 6. This 2 up here times that 6 down there. That's how you get 12, which is kind of cool. And then you do this 3 times that 7, just in case you don't know what I'm talking about. And that's how you get your 21. Add it up, and you would get 33. Take the 1's 3, put it here, and add 3 plus 4 is 7. So 4 plus 3 is 7. Put a 7 there and get rid of the 4 there. Then you would put your 10's 3 up here to regroup later on. Now, since you did the x multiplication, you do 2, this 2 over here, times that 3 over there, which is 6. And 6 plus 3, this 6 and the 3 above it, 6 plus 3 is 9. There you get your answer, 972. Now we can double check that. 27 times 36. 972. 972. It doesn't look exactly as great, but it does say 972. Just in case you guys need to see that. Now, for 3-digit numbers. Okay. For 2 3-digit numbers, like 256 plus, or sorry, not plus, times 314. So, the only reason I picked those numbers is because I could think of them. We have 256, 16 times 16, and we also have down here the first 3 digits of pi, 314. So that's just basic numbers I can think of at the moment. Now, it's different. We do the same 2 steps we did. 6 times 4 is 24. Put the 4 here and the 2 up there to regroup. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 5 times 4 is 20. So 20 plus 6 is 26. And the 6 plus 2 is 8. So we put our 8 down here and forget the 2. And then we put our 2 up here to regroup later on. But the next step is a little different. We do this 6 over here times this 3, which is 18. We're going to add this to the side. 18 plus 5 this 2 here plus this, or sorry, times that 4 there, which is 8, and then we're gonna add the 2 middle numbers, sorry, multiply the 2 middle numbers and then add them. 5 plus 1 is 5, and you can just put the 5 here, and then add 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 5 is 21, 21 plus 10 is 31. There's your answer for that. So we put our 1 here and add 1 plus 2 is 3. So we're going to put our 3 here and get rid of the 2. And since we already added the 1, we're going to regroup the 3 and put the 3 over here. Oop, let me make that a little better looking. 3. Now, we're going to do what we did with the 2 digit by 2 digit. 5 times 3 is 15. Let me go back a bit so I can, get rid of. Okay, let me just go back 1 minute. Gonna put our 3 here and get rid of this 2, and then we're gonna put our, and then put our 3 over. Let me fix the 3. I tried to get rid of the other one. It's fine. Okay. 5 times 3. Well, I'm just gonna do this over here. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 2 times 1, which is 2. We're gonna make 17. Let me fix that. 17. 17 plus 3 is 20. So we're going to get rid of our 3, put our 0 here, because 7 plus 3 is 2, 7 plus 3 is 10. We're going to regroup it and put our 2 and the 10s over here. Now, for our last step, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So our answer would be 80,384. Not the best 4. 4. Okay. Now we can double check that. This is our final answer. Go into calculator, 256 times 314. 80,384. 80,384. Now, that's how we would get our answer. Now, if you want, I'll show you 2 digits. So, I could now show you how to do 2 digit by 3 digits, because that's also something you should also be able to do. So, it's the same as the 3 digit numbers, but you have to do one extra thing. So if I were to do 64, oh, that's a little big. If I were to do 64 times 343, that empty spot here, we would fill it with a 0. You could either write it down as a 0 or just imagine it as a 0. Either way is still fine. Now, first thing we would do is do what we always do. 4 times 3 is 12. Put our 2 here and the 1 up there to regroup. Let me make that a little different. 2 down here and put our 1 up there to regroup. I should line up a little better for you guys. 2, put the 1 up there. 4 times 4 is 16. Plus 6 times 3, which is 18. And then we would add that up. We would get 34, because 6 plus 8 is 14, plus 20 is 34. So we're going to add 34. 1 plus 4 is 5, and put our 3 over here. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 0 times 3, which is 0, obviously. And then 6 times 4 is 24. And then we would add up, which in the end will equal 36. 6 plus 3 is 9. Let me fix that a little bit. Is 9. And then we put our 3 to regroup over here. Now we do 6 times 3, which is 18, plus 0 times 4, which is 0. So we would do 18 next. 8 plus 3 is 11, so we put our 1 here and regroup with 2, because 1 plus 1 is 2. And then we would do 0 times 3, which is 0, which you don't have to add. So we would put our 2 down here, because we have nothing else left to regroup. Now, if I were to check this, what did I put? 64 times 343. 21,952. 21,952. So, that is how you do it, that trick with 3 different scenarios. I'm going to show you a different trick now. See if I can do it right. If we want to do 2 digit by 2 digit, that's all I know how to do for now. For one of these tricks. 2 digit by 2 digit, let's do 14 times 17. So what you would do is first do ones by one. So 4 times 7 is 28. We would put our 8 down and regroup with 2. Put a space in there for whatever we're going to be grouping. And then do the tens by the 10. So 1 times 1 is 1. Put our 1 down. And we wouldn't just put the 2 down yet. We would do 4 times 1. So that times that, which is 4. And then 1 times 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. So we're going to put our 1 up here to add, and our 1 up there to add. 1 plus 2 is 3, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So our answer would be 238. That's not the best. Let me fix that. 238. That would be our final answer. We can double check it. 14 times 17. 238, and we have 238 over here. Now, for the same sort of trick, I guess, for like 2 digit by 2 digit, it works the same way. You don't have to share the same number. We're in the tens. Like we could have done like 23 times 41, let's just say. We could have done this. 3 times 1 is 3. Put a space in there for the next number. 2 times 4 is 8. So we put our 8 there. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 times 1 is 2. 12 plus 2 is 14. So we put our 4 here and add the 1, and we would have our answer of 943. We double check that now. 943, 943. So it still works. You don't have to share the same tens or anything, as long as it works like that. Okay? So that's all you have to do. Another trick. Let me move that dot out the way. If we wanted to do, for example, the same exact thing, let's do 17 times 14. We would do this. I like to do it. It feels more comfortable to do it with the same 10, but I'm not sure if you have to. I will double check that. But if we wanted to do this, it's a different way of doing it. But 10 and 17. What I'm saying is, what is the 1 digit? Okay, plus 7. It's positive 7. Or what's the closest 10 in a way? But I like to use the 10 that they're on, unless it's under a 10. Like if it's 8 or 7, I would just use 10 and do like a -2 or a -3, depending on how far it is. For 14, it is plus 4. And sorry, let me fix that for a minute. Plus 4. And now what we would do is say, well, we can either add one of these. We can add 17 plus the 4 from the 14, or 14 plus the 7 from the 17. Either way, it's going to get us 21, and we're going to multiply that by 10. And we're going to get 210. But we're just going to put 21 down because we need a spot for that ones place over here. So, now, what we're going to do is 7, the ones, 7 times the 4 and get 28. And we're going to put our 8 here and regroup the 2, which would then equal 238. Now we're going to double check it. 17 times 14, 238. And then we would get our answer of 238. So, I believe it also works with numbers like different numbers, but let me show you at the lower number first because I know that works. If we were to do 8, let's just say, times 16, okay? Which I already know is 128 because 8 to the second power times 2. So, just quickly. Okay, 18 times. And let's make it a little difficult just in case. Let's do 21. Okay. That's actually not even that hard either. That's 168. Okay, well, it'll still work no matter what. So, what we would do is, as we always do, um, 8. The closest 10 is, closest 10 is 10, but it's below it. So, we're just going to use a 10 in this case and say that it is -2 away from 10. 21, it is 1 away from its 10, or if you want to use the same 10, you could either say this is -12 and that this is just +1, or you could say this is -2 and this is +11. Because either way it'll be very similar. Anyway, sorry. Let's get back to what I was doing. We're gonna do this. I'm not exactly the best at this either, so we're gonna test it out just to be safe. Okay. So we're gonna do 8 plus 11, which is 19, and 19 times 10 is 190. But we're just gonna put our 19 down and save that one spot there. I must have done something wrong because I think I'm supposed to have done something else. Yeah, see. Okay. Just a minute while I solve this. From what I see, everyone, I think I forgot what it was, but I am not. I don't. I'm not exactly sure if it works because 21 times 8, if I'm correct, it should be 168. Yeah. Okay. So, uh, there might be a different trick that I can remember. Um. Okay, well, I guess I'll just have to see if it is the same, because I'm not exactly sure if it is. But I think it has to be the same 10, but I could always just be wrong. Um, Let me try to think of a quick little trick, or not a trick, but a question. Here's the question. I'm not gonna type it out or anything, but or maybe I can. Let's just type it out, I guess. Uh, I might. Here, let me just see if I remember the trick. Just double, because I wrote it down, so I should have it still. Okay, so I'm just gonna see if I can do it right now. I'm not sure if I can, but I'll see if I can. So if I were to do, my bad, sorry, let me get to my pencil. If I were to have 8 times 21, let's just say, what I would do is, so this is -2 away from 21, or from 10, but this one is plus 11. So what I would do is 8 plus 11 is 19, but 1, that doesn't make sense though, that's what I'm trying to get at. Maybe if I use the 20 instead, you know, so it is -12 from 20, but this is plus 1, and then 9, no, I'm not sure, I guess it has to be somewhat closer. So I'll just try the question to end it off with us. If I could try typing it here. If there are 25 horses in a race, how many races, what is the least number of races it will, races of 6 will it take to find out the first, second, and third fastest, third fastest horses. No measure, sorry, I think I spelled that right, I don't know. No measurements of time. Okay. Meant no measurements of time, only place in race. Yeah. So that's what we have. That'll be the question. Okay. Let me just drag that. Ooh, what's happened? Okay, let's move you over here. And just up a little bit. There we go. Okay. So, if, for example, if we were to be racing a bunch of horses, instead of getting how fast they were going and just see how it is. Or sorry, no, I messed it up. My bad. Let me fix this. Oh, 5, not 6. My bad. That's how it were to go. What is the least number of, oh my goodness, I spelled find wrong as well. What is the least number of races it would take to find out the first, second, and third fastest horses? No measurements of time, only place and race. Like, so no other measurements of how fast it took them. Okay, sorry, I'm back. You can put your answer down in the comments below, and I'll see if you got it right. The answer, or wait, let me show the work first. Okay, so I feel like I've given enough time to find out what you think it is. If you need more time, you can pause it. But the answer is 7 races. Let me fix that. 7. 7 races. Let me fix that. Races. Ooh. Races. Okay. Now, what I will do is I will just here. Let me use some clip art. Maybe I could find a horse. Are there any horses? Because if not, I'll have to use something else, I guess. Or I could look it up, of course. Let's use these, okay? That's not what I picked. Horse. I'm gonna look up horse again. Okay. Whoa, what? I did not pick that. Why is it? 1 minute, let me try to get the horse. Okay, so I can't exactly use horses, so let's just say these are horses, because it'll take too much time to find out all of them. So I'm just gonna see if I can control copy paste them. I can't. Okay, that's good to know. So if I put all these horses in a little box things, I guess, let's just say, we're going to be labeling all of these horses. Okay. That's enough horses. Might be close, but I don't know if it'll be enough. I might need, I think, about 4 more. Depending on how many there is, I think I need 4 more. Okay, let's just delete one of these, because that's a lot of horses, in fact. Okay. Now we now have 25 horses. I'm just gonna get rid of this one. Okay, so now I'll straighten this up a little bit for us. 100, sorry, not 125, 25 horses. Now, the reason it's 7 is because if I call this team here, oops, let me get my pencil back. If I have 5 groups of horses, because the maximum amount of races that we can have, or sorry, the maximum amount of horses we can have in a race is 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5, so we're going to have 5 races, and we're going to make this race A, make this A, this will be race B for team, and then that's D, and then this will be E. Okay, so that's 5 races already, and let's just say in order, these are all first place, okay? So the next race, we're going to see of these which is the fastest, okay? So we're going to add 1 more, which makes it 6. And I'm just going to erase. Okay, let me just get my eraser out, and I'm going to erase what is over here. And I'm going to put a 6 down, but that's not it, obviously, because it's going to be 7. So I'm going to get my, that's a pencil. So we're going to race those 5 horses, and let's just say that going this horse here is the fastest, so this will be the first rate, the first fastest horse, and it goes down. So this is slow, going down is slow for the teams. This is in team-wise of speed. This is going fast for the people in the race of all the horses. So going this way and then going up that way. Let me go back and fix it actually, so that they both show fast. So this way is fast, and this way is also fast. Then this would be the first place horse, and this horse down here would be the slowest. So to find the top 3 fastest horse, what we would do is have to get rid of some of these teams because we know they're slow. So what we do know is that in the event that this horse here, where my pointer is, this horse here and this horse here are the top 3, no matter what, Group D and Group E will not be in the top 3, no matter what, because this is going to be first, and no matter what, at least one horse from each of these teams is faster than these horses. What we can do next is realize that the possibility of these 2 horses in Group A being the next 2 fastest is possible, just like how it could be in any one of these as well. Any one of these 9 here. But we don't know. So what we can say is that we can get rid of these 2. Those 2 rows. So now we just have 9. Now you say, well, if the maximum of races or horses in a race is 5, how would it go to 7? Well, what we can do is say, well, no, I'm sorry, my bad. Because a horse here, these 2 horses, one horse in here can be, this could be the only fastest horse, the only fast horse, sorry, the only top 3 fast horses in this row. So what I can do, though, is say one has to be here. There has to be one there. If there's one here in Team C or Group C, that means that there has to be one in number 2, because you can't jump, because B is faster than C. So if C is in the top 3, then one of them also has to be in B. Okay? So if only one can be in C, we can get rid of these 2 horses here and leave that one in that scenario. This one, there can be 2. This first one and then these next 2, so we can get rid of this one. And up here, it could be these top 3. So we're going to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now again, it's 5. But we can also exclude the first place, because we already know that that guy is first. So we can just drag him if we want to. Let me just drag him over. He's number 1. He is 1. So he's number 1. Now for number 2, I can't really write that well. For second and third, our next race would be these top 5. These 5 here. And then let's just say it was, I don't know, let's say it was these top, no, actually let's make it a little different just to make it a little different. It was this horse here and this horse here. So this horse here was second place, so I'm going to take him and drag him over to second, and it was also this horse here, which got third place. Okay? So that's how it would be, because then we would have to, my bad. Let me add 1 to 6, because that was an extra race we had to do, those other 5, and we would get 7. And then you would have a first, second, and the third horse. No measurements of time, only place and race. That's how you would do that. If you enjoyed this video, I also have other videos about math, tricks on this channel. If you want to check out more and learn some more, feel free. I would also ask for you to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And yeah, thank you and goodbye. Have a nice day, night, or afternoon. Um, if you have any recommendations that you want for a video, leave it in the comments below. Thank you. Have a nice day.